our environment, and really it was a whole new set of problems. And it took me 4 or 5 months to realize that my solutions were not necessarily going to work at Northwestern, because I needed to find out what our problems were. So it took me a while, and I made my share of mistakes. I think the number one thing we had to do was create a culture. Anytime you go in and talk about changing a culture, it's a negative. It makes everybody that was in that culture think, well, he thinks we weren't doing it right. So the way I wanted to go about it was I wanted to create a culture at Northwestern, and that's sort of what we did. We did it step by step, a little bit at a time, and we knew it was going to be a big job, but we set about doing it as quickly as we could, but as thoroughly as we could.
Tell me, forgive me if I look down at the monitor
it's okay.
every now and then. I have to kind of do the job of a couple guys. Going into the '95 season, what were the expectations for the team?
Well, going into '95, I think that was the first time since we'd been there that we looked at our team, we looked at our schedule, and we said, okay, we have a chance to have a winning record. And really, realistically, that's what, the staff was thinking. We said, look, we can have a winning record. And if you have a winning record, then you have a chance of getting into a bowl game, which had not happened at Northwestern since 1949. So that's what our expectations were. We felt like we had a legitimate chance to have a winning record. The '95 season was probably a culmination of our plan and the way things worked from the beginning and what we set about to accomplish. And it took time. It wasn't anything you could change overnight. It was our 4th year, was the 1995 season. And we had done so many things along the way just to try to get to that year. Although we didn't, we knew that year we had a chance to have a winning season. And we didn't necessarily think we were going to go to the Rose Bowl. But we had gone through a process, an evolution in our offense and our defense. And we knew that philosophically we wanted to be a defense that got turnovers and was great against points scored. The other thing we wanted to do was have an offense that protected our defense a little bit, that didn't turn the ball over, and was a ball control offense. And when we had first started at Northwestern, we were a throw it all over the lot team. And we realized that we just weren't going to win the Big Ten with that philosophy. So we changed. We'd watched Wisconsin, we saw what they had done with their offense, and we sort of went in that direction. Ball control, run the football, play action, keep your defense off the field, play good defense, bend, don't break. And that was sort of who we were. It's pretty simple, but that's the way we wanted to come across as a team.